Good evening and welcome to another live show, live from incredibly stunning Abruzzo, where the weather is wonderful, life is wonderful, and that's it. How's everybody doing? Don't these Wednesday nights come round quick? I don't know what else to say to you. I'm on a bit of a high today. Tone, I'm on. Did I tell you I'm on a bit of a high today?
Why?
I don't know. I just am. Just feel
No?
like I've been on the coffee. And I haven't. I don't know why. I've not touched anything. The only thing I've had is an apple.
Well, that's because you drink that also, don't you?
No, I've not had any of that for ages.
Isn't it?
And it's Orso, by the way. Orso is a bear.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. I didn't realize today, or not today, but I didn't realize that people in the States and Canada, you don't put your clocks back until this Sunday, so I believe. Where us in Italy, we've already put our clocks back last week. So if you're watching now, you're watching sort of in the future. Are you? I don't know. But it's later, isn't it? I think you changed it next week. I can't get my head around things. Since Sunday, I just seem to be getting up at ridiculous o'clock. Don't know what's happening. Anyway, we've got a fantastic evening lined up for you today because it's everybody's favorite. It is Meet the Home Buyers. And we've got a very special couple, sort of. Well, half of it special. We'll just quickly say hello to the people in the background. So we're going to be seeing Troy and Tanya shortly. Hi, guys. Give us a wave. Look. Fantastic. And then ready with alcohol in hand. So yeah, we're going to be meeting them shortly. And I will say it's been a little bit of a tough one for me tonight because Troy is the founding member of the Tony Rocks movement. So I nearly didn't bring him out. It's only because he's got a fantastic wife that I agreed to this. So I just need to try and work out how we can sort of cut him out on the screen. I think we can zoom in on Tanya and we'll just cut Troy out of all of this. But I can see him in a little screen below now. He's moving to the side slightly. So yeah, so they're coming on shortly. So you should know the good thing is this evening nobody's going to be writing Tony Rocks in the chat box because Troy is actually going to be on here tonight, and it's usually him that starts it all. There you go. I probably said it now. Now I've said that, everybody's going to be writing it. How's everybody doing? We had the tour last week. Absolutely fantastic tour. And it was a little bit sad, actually, because it was the last tour of this year. Last tour of 2025, and what a fantastic group! Fantastic group they were. So that's it now until next year. I'm going to show you a couple of pictures of the tour because yeah, they were amazing. And this year, I think we've introduced almost 250 people to Abruzzo on the tours, and I would say a good 95% of them had never been to Abruzzo before. So this year has been absolutely fantastic with the tours. So if you are interested in doing that next year, then remember to go onto our website, which is www.homeinitaly.com, and click on the tours page, and you can start booking everything from next year. Francis, very nervous. Francis in New York on board. There's no need to be nervous, Francis. You're buying a fantastic house, and you're just going to be up the road from us. So I mean, life doesn't get any better. Just sit back, relax. Francis is signing next week, and I think Silvana's sent her a message today saying you need to send money here, send money there. That's what we seem to do now. We just tell people where to send money and hope that it ends up in the right place. Only joking, Francis, only joking. Stay calm. Everything is good. So hopefully a future Meet the Home Buyer there has got a fantastic place, just a couple of hundred meters up the road from us. Where was I? Completely forgot. Oh yeah, tour dates. What's Tony? Tony's pointing for something. Hello from Oklahoma. I was reading that. Hello from Oklahoma. My wife and I love your YouTube channel and the Double Glazed Daves. Thinking of starting a window brand called those. Please do. Somebody's got to. Double Glazed Dave. I mean, it's just a great name, isn't it? You could have sort of like spiky gray hair as the emblem. I reckon somebody has got to do it. Somebody has got to do it. By the way, if there's any flickering going off in the background, I have no idea why this is. Usually to do with lights, and I can usually get rid of it, but for some reason it's not going away. So apologies if there is a little bit of flickering behind here. Just try and ignore it. Now I've said it, you're not going to be able to ignore it, but just try. I'm just wondering, Tom, if I move this light, there's something going to go seriously wrong now, isn't there? Definitely. You know what? I'm not going to move that light because it just growled at me. Something's happening. I need a technician, Tone.
How does a light growl at you?
It did. It made some sort of evil noise. This might be the light that goes with Troy's doll.
You haven't got a trapped cat in there, have you?
We'll talk about Troy's doll later. This is a sign. This is the sign. I better rephrase that, Troy's doll. I didn't mean, I'll explain what that's all about later when we're speaking to them. So tour dates, 2026, 26th and 27th of March, 23rd, 24th of April, 28th, 29th of May, available to book now. Plenty of seats on it. Wasn't expecting for them to fill up straight away, but they usually suddenly start gaining momentum and off they go. We're not doing any winter tours this year because we're going to use winter to work on a few new ideas that we've got coming next year. I mean, I think we've mentioned a few times that our kids are on board in the business, and we're going to use some of this time to bring more content on the channel, a few different ideas that we've got. So we want to use winter to do all of that, find a few new areas as well for you guys. Still in Abruzzo, still in these parts, but we've got a few places that want to do some visiting. So book if you are interested. I am going to show you a couple of photos. I'll probably do that now because unfortunately tonight, a little bit of bad news. We're not going to have Tony and Domenico's tongue twisting trials. Did you, Tony? What? Do you mind laying off the? That one goes on for ages.
It does, that one, doesn't it?
It does, like a 10-minute applause. Yeah. But we can't do it because unfortunately Domenico, it's actually turned into a bit of a nightmare for him because his son plays football in Sulmona and they've changed it to Wednesday nights and he's always there now, so we might have to rethink this. I'll have to come up with something new. I'll think of something good. I'll think about it. If anybody's got any ideas how we can test Tony's Italian, maybe with somebody, and have a think what we could replace that with. We are still going to be doing it though. But we're tonight we've got what else have we got? We've got what have we got? We've got stunning photo of the week. And then obviously we've got the Meet the Home Buyers, which is always everybody's favorite. How childish is that? I love reading some of the comments when people talk about our lives. I think most people like it, but you get the odd one that just write that we're idiots. I quite like that. I've not been called an idiot for ages. I know you have, haven't you? You've been.
I'm called an idiot every day, I think.
Anyway, what else have I got? Hopefully next week we're going to be doing probably going to do something about Abruzzo again. I want to get Pacentro Pete. Pacentro Pete is back in Pacentro, so I'm hopefully going to catch up with him and a couple of others as well that's around and about in town. So that's going to be next week. Okay, let's do Pacentro Pete is checking in. Here he is. We need to get some people in Pacentro. Everybody's forgot about you, Pacentro Pete. Nobody's come hunting you down. I mean, he's been in Japan for a while, I think, on his Schengen shuffle. So I don't expect people to hunt him down there. But we need to get back to finding Pacentro Pete and getting some photographs. Thank you, Currencies Direct and Zach. That's from David Palladino. And I hope things are going well for you, David, in Vittorito. I went to see his house for the first time about a week ago now, I think. So hopefully everything is working out on that. Okay, let's just quickly do. Hi, Dave. Thanks for the information. Yes, and it's Richard. Hopefully Richard and his wife Deborah are going to be joining us on a Meet the Home Buyers. Well, not hopefully, they will. It's just one of those that's a slight delay. Tanya's supposed to be on this show, and it's actually Troy has definitely done that. I don't think I should let them on, should I? I should just keep them away. Was there somebody in Guardia Grel as well? No tongue twisters, David. I'm sorry. And you're the master of it. In fact, we might bring David Palladino. David, you could be the resolve to all of this. Tony can just do it in Italian because you're the master at this. We'll chat about it. Buonasera from Pat and Diana in Guardia Grel, and I think I know Pat and Diana are, and hopefully they're going to be some Meet the Home Buyers in an unbelievable place. but we'll keep it shh for now. Completely lost my train of thought. Now let's do the stunning photo of the week. Let's do that. Hello from hot Southern California. Progress on our Popoli Villa is moving along, and that's Sue Osborne again. So we've got all these people. You've all got to come on. We might just do a group meet the home buyers. Let's do the stunning photo of the week. This was sent in by Paul. Absolutely fantastic photograph. This one, love it. Look at that. That's the that's St. Peter's in Rome. I wonder how long Paul was sat there waiting for that moment. I think he was there hours, I can imagine, with a glass of wine in hand, just waiting for that moment for the sun to hit that. But fantastic. I don't know if you can see that on your screens. Hopefully you can, because it is a little bit dark. What a great photograph. Thank you so much, Paul, for sending that in. Please remember, everybody, send me some photos of the week. I've still got a few to go through, but send me a few, and you know what type of photographs I like, and that's coming up shortly. First of all, again, thank you so much, Paul. I really appreciate that. And then if you all remember, we did a thing where people were finding my surname, so Benton, at different parts of well, most of them being coming in from America. Whether it's been towns named after, I'm not going to say named after me, well, I am, or streets, but Randy and Eric did something that somebody else has done as well. They actually looked out for a Benton Drive or Benton Street, and they actually drove about half an hour, I think, to find this and send me this photograph. So thank you so much to Randy, and let me just get it. Why can't I move it along, Tone? What am I doing here? Why can't I move? See, I've lost. I need to move it along. How can I do that? Hold on a second. Hold on. It's all going wrong. What do I need to press, Tone? Can you help me with this one? I've got to show that. You've jinxed it, haven't you? Just because it's got my name on it. You jinxed it.
Oh, I can't see it. It's not on my screen.
Tony, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Hold on a second. Look, where
Not on the screen.
It's completely disappeared. That means I can't show any photographs tonight. It's got to be here. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's get rid of you first. And let's show this again. So this has come in from Randy and Eric. Look at this. Benton Street. What a great photo. And Eric's looking really pleased with himself there as well. So these guys bought a property in Palambaro. Hopefully they're going to come on as well as future Meet the Home Buyers. But they actually decided one day, I don't know, I think it was the weekend, half an hour, they took the drive to take that photograph. So thank you so much for sending these crazy photos in. Love things like that. Please keep them coming in. That would be absolutely fantastic. Was in Pacentro on October the 11th. Somebody, I think, they wrote, and they couldn't find Pete. I think it was no sign of Pete anywhere. Usually found in bars and restaurants. That's a good sign. But I think he's only just got back into town. Okay, Tony, is that it? Is that all the? Have we done all the? Because I'm completely lost. We've done. Is that
nothing else?
Stunning photo of the week.
We're not doing tongue twisting trials.
Yeah. We need to do something about that, because Domenico.
Do we?
I think David Palladino.
Really?
I think David Palladino could be a good stand-in for Domenico while we sort things out. But there you go.
Okay.
Right. So that's as much as we're going to see of you tonight. Thanks for coming. Bye.
Ciao.
we might let him out of his little box later. Okay, it's that time. It is that time for Meet the Home Buyers, and let's bring on our very, very special guest.
Buonasera.
Buonasera to you as well. Welcome, guys. How are you doing? You okay?
Oh, very good. Very good.
Doing great.
Excellent. So I'll try and be nice to you as much as I can, Troy. It's going to be difficult, as you know, but I will. I will do my best. So just let everybody know who you are and where you're from, and then we'll get into the story.
All right, Tanya and Troy DeVenny. We are from just outside of Halifax, Nova Scotia, and cheers to anybody on the live that's joined tonight from our social media feed. So we see a couple of familiar names in the feed that are joining us tonight.
Yeah,
So
I want to give a
Troy,
quick shout out.
you're coming on here as well to push your social media media page as well. That's
No, just our Instagram, getting more people towards your webpage
Oh, I'll let
and
you
your
off.
YouTube.
I'll let you off
I'd like to give a shout out to a friend of mine, Nino Denicola's on. His father's from Abruzzo originally. I grew up with Nino back in Halifax.
Really?
And you know,
And what's his name again? Sorry, Nino.
Nino Denicola. His family's from the Abruzzo region.
But there you go. Hopefully he's watching live. Hello, Nino, if you are. So there you go. Excellent. So guys, let's I mean, obviously you're both regulars on the live streams, but you've done pretty much everything. You've done the tour, you've been on Patreon, you've remote bought, you've done everything. We'll start by saying that you are actually in the town where you bought your house. That's where you are now. You're here in Italy, aren't you? In Abruzzo.
Yes, yes, we are.
We are in Prezza right now. Yeah, in a spot that we saw in the video. It had sold before we actually got to do the tour. So we didn't see it on the tour, but that deal fell through. Lucky for us, because we're here now and love it. Absolutely love it.
So how did the whole thing start then? Why? I mean, are you eventually going to move here, or is this just a holiday home? How did the whole thing start?
Tanya and I have been looking for years for just, daydreaming where we're going to retire to. We have friends in Costa Rica and stuff like that. And it's just, Tanya wanted to travel. I traveled with the military. I was actually posted up in the bases in Germany back in the early 90s. And it's just, we came across, I jokingly said, let's buy a €1 home. And we looked at those and went, no. And we actually came across your YouTube channel and we started looking at it. Tanya and I said, yeah, this is something we can get behind. And we just started watching your feeds, watching your lives. I started saying, well, let's see how long it's going to take to get a codus fiscale, because I know that can be an issue for some people. And the Montreal consulate, for the Italian consulate in Montreal, it was 4 days from when we hit send on our email till we had our codus fiscales from Montreal. So that was rather quickly. And initially we couldn't even buy because of the rules around Canadians buying in Italy and vice versa to Canada. And then the rules changed. We got the codus fiscales, and then Tanya said, well, it's our 25th wedding anniversary coming up. Let's do Dave's tour. So we did your September tour last year, and I know there's a lot of gang on from the that WhatsApp group. Even after a year, we're still in constant communications and talking and sharing ideas and stuff like that. So we did the tour, and we came back from the tour, and we're looking at properties, and Tanya says, let's pull the trigger on this and go from there. And we really love Prezza. We actually, there was no properties in Prezza at the time. But we came and did a walkthrough. We stayed for an extra couple of days in the area, and we did a walkthrough Prezza, and absolutely, we said, this is it. Excellent. And we just started watching for properties that were available and that were out there. And this one came back on the market. And the big one was, we told everybody, our friends and family, last December, we sent in, they said, did you get the property? I said, I don't know. Dave's in New York. So we had like 7 days of pins and needles going, were we the first one when it came back on the market? Yes or no? And you got back from New York from your trip last year. It's like, yes, it's available. Do you want it? We said, oh yeah, we definitely want it.
I remember the excitement. This is you guys on the tour, just to the right here. You actually look like you're strangling Tanya there. It looks like you sort of got Tanya around the neck a little bit there, but
she usually has me around the neck.
Earlier this week.
Yeah, a couple times this week.
So before we get into it, when we met you on the last tour as well, so it all came. So the idea of sort of remote buy, I mean, obviously you came on the tour first. Was that important to you to come and see the area first? Yeah,
we really want to do the trip, and we said, let's do the tour as well, and just see what's out there and what it's really like. And we absolutely love it. There's fantastic places you can go swimming on the Trabocchi coast. Hi, Rachel.
That's a that was, I forgot about Rachel falling into the water, but yes.
So we absolutely love the tour. We love the people we met. everybody here was welcoming and is welcoming. We have been absolutely welcomed into community amongst just, the people that live here in town. Plus, there is an expat community as well. And we've been welcomed. We've had people knocking on our door saying hello and welcome. It's been great. We even went olive picking the other day and yesterday, and we're getting 10 liters of freshly pressed olive oil to take home with us from working up in the fields.
I mean,
I
it's
think
great. Sorry.
one of the great things too, just about the tour, and the combination of the tour and the video, was that it gave us that additional comfort that what was represented on the videos is in fact what the property looks like. The videos are just really well done, Dave. And so even though we bought remotely, we didn't buy a property that we saw. We were very comfortable, especially after the tour, saying, yes, we want that property in Pretza.
Excellent. Excellent. So just going back to the tour again, because you sent me a few photographs, obviously, to put on tonight, and I forgot what happened here. This is when you're on the tour last time. Just explain to people what happened here.
Well, we actually had finished the tour. We'd spent a couple of more days. We actually stayed in Corfinio, and we're headed back up to catch our plane. And it was bumper to bumper on the autostrad on the 91. We're about a kilometer from turning into the airport. And Tanya's going, look out for that 18-wheeler. It's going to hit us. I said, it already has. They're so nice here. It came over and tried to hug us in our lane.
It was the gentlest hit ever.
The gentlest hit ever. It was bumper to bumper. There was nowhere he could go. He just couldn't see our little car and went down the side of us.
Oh my God! I completely forgot about him. Was the car? Obviously, you could still drive it. Okay. What did the car rental company say? Did you have the full insurance and everything?
They said it's wrong.
Right.
And we had full insurance, and we got full insurance again this time too.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, all ended up well. No extra money was spent.
Yeah.
The insurance money, getting the full insurance, was definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. So obviously you did the tour, as you say. You went back home. You felt more confident about doing the remote thing. The property, as you said, we did sell it. We sold it pretty quick after the video came on. And then fortunately for you guys, unfortunately for the buyer at the time, things didn't work out for them or him. And then obviously you got the chance to jump on this. How did it feel doing because some people obviously buy without even coming to Abruzzo and never seen the area? You guys saw it, but how did it feel when we started the process and then we started getting? I mean, Frances, who was on a little bit earlier, she mentioned that she's at that stage now ready to send money over. So when we're there firing emails over and saying, this is you need to send X amount here and X amount there, and so how did the whole thing feel to you being over there and out of the way?
Okay, well, Tanya's still working. I'm retired, so I basically did most of the administration once we got things rolling. First of all, big shout out to Currency Direct, and Griselle was our contact there. Absolutely seamless, no problems at all. Everything was explained to us. We had all the paperwork we needed. You guys walked us through the process of buying. The money transfer, we had no issues with the money transfers. Again, through Currency Direct in with you guys. The big one was just the apostille stamps and stuff, because this was truly a remote buy because the owners now live in Australia. So that was sort of a double remote sell and buy situation. And there was a few delays getting some of the paperwork up from Australia, but that was to be expected. But everything was completely smooth. And I'm going to give a shout out to Savannah right now. Utilities hookup. That was, I think somebody said a few weeks ago, 22 pages of sign here, sign here, sign here to get the direct deposit. And there was an issue with the gas and water company that I got a nastygram that I hadn't paid my first bill. And I reached out to Savannah because we said, we have direct deposit, everything's in the account. And Savannah I think she was on the phone and she said, I was ready to curse, Troy, but she sorted out with the gas and water company and got everything sorted out. Everything's smooth as silk. We're paying through Wise transfers, and We got our first, we have our property tax bill, which was no issue to pay or anything like that. Everything was there. Savannah took fantastic care of us.
Excellent.
And I'll add that to as well. Just the direction and the guidance that you guys provided was just so clear and so concise that, well, kind of like Francis, you know, you're nervous, you've got the butterflies, but at the same time, there was a level of confidence there, knowing that we were in good hands. And speaking for myself, the utilities were effortless, but
Yeah. Thank you, Savannah.
It is quite funny. Well, it's not funny, but because it sometimes it does get beyond a joke with these things, and it's yeah, she's Savannah's very quietly spoken and all the rest of it. She's just she's starting to say and do things that I've never seen before. So I don't know. I don't know if this gets worse with age. I'm starting to get a little bit worried because if she talks to me the way she talks to the utility company, then it's going to be a rocky road for me later in life. But yeah. So you didn't have any sort of nerves at all. You didn't. You just went with the flow, and you just felt that you know everything was. Yep.
Yeah, and excited anticipation maybe is the better term for it. You know, well, excited, nervous. Yeah, excited, nervous, and the anticipation of wanting to get from Nova Scotia to here as soon as possible and trying to figure out what that was going to look like. So we were very excited to be able to get here to actually see the property.
So on that note, I mean, obviously we saw you on the tour last week. We had a problem with one of our buses, and you guys gracefully stayed there for quite a while. You did seem, Tanya was as cool as anything. Troy, you seemed a little bit stressed that day. Not stressed, sort of stressed, angry stressed. But I think the traveling hit you a little bit, did it?
I was probably running on about 2 hours of sleep in 24, picked up the rental car, and we literally in the rental car and just drove straight here. We stopped for something to eat, I think at an auto grill or something like that. And we're talking to Domenico's wife, Sylvia, just queuing up times and everything to meet up to get the keys and so forth. But for me, I was in tears when I saw the place.
I know. I could feel the emotion coming, and you'd not even been inside it, had you? You were just in the town.
No, we hadn't been inside of it yet, and we're just
I think
stand there looking at it.
That was the thing.
It almost felt like a fairy tale. It almost felt like a fairy tale. Dave walking down past Presidium and actually, you know what? I will be honest. For the last 6-8 months, probably 4 to 5 nights out of the week, we watch our video. But to come around the corner and then just take those few steps down by Presidium, and it was kind of it almost hit you in the gut in a good way that, oh my God, this is real. We're here.
Yeah. I mean, I could tell it was quite. I could tell you were overwhelmed with things, especially you, Troy. You seem to be very full of it and everything. It was almost like a child at Christmas, but was just really tired. Obviously, never slept all the night before, and the rest of it. But you could tell the emotions were high. I mean, we have a running joke going whenever you write Tony Rocks on the thing that I'm not going to give you the keys to your house, and I'm sure people remember this. And the strange thing was, I wasn't expecting you there, to be honest with you. I wasn't expecting you to be in Preds. I never thought we were on the tour. I wasn't even thinking. So obviously you'd arranged with Domenico's wife. It was quite, had we known, we could have probably arranged it better, but I just found it quite amusing that I was there without the keys, as promised, and you couldn't get into your house after 24 hours. So I did get a bit of a kick out of that, I've got to say. I did feel for Tanya. I would have let Tanya in, but yeah, I got my own back just a little bit, I think, on that. So
yeah, and on a note with the keys, we did have a small issue with keys here. We were trying to sort all the keys out and so forth. And the doors here, they lock behind you. And Tanya and I went into the washing machine. Okay, it's running. And she set the keys down and we walked out. And I said, okay, we got to sort out all these keys now. And I turned and looked at Tanya and said, where's the keys? They were locked inside the cantina. The front door was open. We could get into the front door. And of course, Enzo up at Precision, call Tony. And we actually bored a ladder. One of the pictures shows like the backside of our place. It's actually, we have 3 levels to it because we actually have we got a bonus room there. I took a ladder, put it on one balcony, climbed up to one balcony, hauled the ladder up, put it on that balcony, climbed up to the next balcony, and was able to push the back cantina door open. Meanwhile, all the nonas were there going, "Troppo, pericoloso, dangerous, very dangerous, molto dangerous." And I'm going, no kidding, because I'm sitting here. Your vertigo would not have worked getting into there, Dave. But we actually, we got back in, and 5 minutes into the house, Tanya found a hoard of keys. We had multiple keys to downstairs.
We now have 3 cantina keys and 7 front door keys.
Just 7. Okay, that's
we're good.
I mean, that's a great story. It's just the only sad thing about that story, Tanya, is you didn't get any photographs from the back of the house. That would have been brilliant.
I referred earlier to him having, you know, virtually his hands around my neck a couple of times this past week. That was one of the days I didn't dare.
Superb. So going on, so let's talk now about the town. We'll talk about the town, then we're going to show everybody the house, because I'm sure everybody's trying to. So do you want to tell us a little bit about Predsa?
Oh, stunning. Do you want me to?
Go for it.
Okay. It's a gorgeous little town. So it's a town split into 2 levels. So we live in the upper area, which is the more historic area. But up here, there's a lot of construction going on right now. They're revitalizing the upper town, which is amazing. There's a lovely bar with some amazing people that work there, and we've met people there from Canada, from Australia, New Zealand,
Italians.
Italy,
Yeah.
obviously. In some cases, Italians that spent 20, 30 years in America and then came back to Italy. But it's quiet. It's really, really community oriented, and they're really, really quick to, you know, yesterday when we were olive picking, I felt like I was adopted by Agatha's mother, Teresa.
73.
So it's that kind of environment, and we've thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, people are curious. They want to know who you are. They want to hear your story. So
I mean, it's so the people. I mean, obviously we speak about this a lot, and everybody says the same thing. Talk about, you know, people hopefully now realize it's not something that's put on, because it's all the towns and villages. These people are they're amazing, aren't they? Really, the way that they welcome you and bring you into their families. And I don't know if you guys feel the same. I know you're still in love with the whole thing at the moment, the house and everything. But when you go away, it's more than just a house, isn't it? And it is that community. It is that, you know, you're going to go away and leave friends that are almost like family. And even in the smaller villages like Predsa, and I live in a small town as well, though, with Palombaro, it's still there, isn't it? A lot of people think that these places are dying off and there's nobody there and all that. What would you say to somebody that, you know, that is thinking like that is thinking that these villages have nobody in them and they're just, the properties are cheap because there's nothing there? What would you have to say to that?
There are definitely people here, and no, they're not dying off. I would say that the communities themselves and the people within the communities are excited to see the growth that's happening. One of the people that we were talking to, he was excited to see more Italians moving back, because there are more Italians moving back.
Yeah.
And all of the expats coming from Canada, New Zealand, Australia, the United States, because that means that there's even more people coming back into their communities and bringing more life back to them. So while our little community has a macelleria, a bar, and there's more infrastructure in Prezza down the hill, you know, up here, we used to have 6 bars apparently at one point.
Crazy.
And it's a tiny little community. So they're enjoying the growth that's happening, and they're looking forward to the growth that is to come, because they're seeing the interest that's been renewed in slow living and in just slowing down generally. You know, people being
and the great thing about these places, and I'm sure you'll agree as well, is you get that, you can have that feeling of slowing down and being in such incredible places, but you're only 5-10 minutes away from life, you know, whether you need the supermarkets or whatever else. So
Yeah.
again, you get that feeling, it gives you that relaxing, but you're close to normal life. Would you agree with that?
Oh, 100%, 100%. Like tomorrow I'll probably go to the gym in Salmona, and it's a quick drive away. We've been to Salmona a couple of days over the last week. And you're right, it's a quick drive.
Yeah. So
So
you're not sort of
it's like the best
isolated.
of both worlds.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
I'm not isolated at all.
yeah, you sent me a photograph. I'm going to show it a little bit later. Just looking down your street, it was sort of just before nighttime. And it gave me goosebumps because I know the feeling of that. But I want to show people the front of the house. Is when I first saw this place, and just standing at the top of the steps. Let me just bring this on now, and I thought, wow, this is so Italian. Let's get rid of the meet the home buyers thing there. So your property, because the strange thing with your property, it is like a TARDIS, really, isn't it? Because yours is this one in the middle here, isn't it? That looks like it takes this part in as well, doesn't it? It takes the left outside as
the
well.
bathroom on the top, and then the entrance to the canteen is down below.
Down below, down the steps at the time. But just looking at this road and looking at the mountains in the background, you know, it gave me goosebumps. It must be every time you walk down those steps or coming there, you must stop and pinch yourself every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pinched ourselves a lot the last week.
We're still going, I don't think we can here.
So let's show just a few more. I mean, this is some of the views from Predsa. This is not actually from yours. This is just round. It's the closest one I could find. I'm going to show the video of yours because I want people to see, because it's a similar view to this. This is the kind of scenery that we get there. Let's just, what's the next? So this, I'm presuming, was the first opening.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, unlocking the door.
So how obviously it came to that moment. Then I'm just imagining you, Troy. You were the way you were, and you hadn't seen the house at that point. I imagine you collapsed on the floor behind. Did somebody else take this photograph?
No, I actually took it. I pulled myself together.
Superb. So obviously going. I love this picture as well. I think this is a great picture. Where you just
that's what we were waiting for Sylvia.
That's where we're just waiting for Sylvia to come.
Right, right. Because you already look like you're home. You look like you're home and just saying, you know, it's time. It's now time for me to get in. So obviously people are. So looking at this photograph, these two windows. Is this the bathroom window on the left hand side? I think it is.
Yeah.
And then this is where the surprise cantinas are. Now I want to let me see if I can get the video. Oh, this is the view from the back of yours, isn't it? This is the
from the terrace.
I mean, absolutely unbelievable views. So this terrace, if I remember, is closed off in glass, isn't it? But you can swing all of those open in the summertime.
You can raise the fly screens and everything. It's completely wide open terrace.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, this is the video that I did originally. Let me find out how I'm going to do this now, because things don't seem to be working like I thought they did. 1 second. Let me just get rid of this. Sorry, I'm showing everybody the photographs. Let me get rid of that first. I need to find the video, because what I want you to do, here we go. If you can talk us through, I'm going to go through, I'll fast forward parts of the video. You just talk us through the house, and I'll start to fast forward. So as we lead into the house, I'll let you do the talking.
Okay. So this is coming into the entrance of the property. The window that's open is just next to the door in what is currently the living room, and the window just to the left is the bathroom, and down below is the cantina entrance.
Okay, so we come up. You guys have left this as a living. I know it's different now. This is before you bought. I know you've changed things slightly, haven't you? Are you still going to keep this as the living room?
No, that's kind of going to turn into a more casual lounge area, you know, kind of a breakfast nook, reading area, that kind of thing.
A sitting area more than anything. The yellow coach is gone. That was one thing they did take, was the yellow coach.
Sad face.
And that's pointing at the bathroom there.
Yeah.
Now the main living area and the bathroom and the kitchen have all been redone recently. In fact, we met the contractor who did the work for the new tiles and everything in the kitchen. The 6 bottles of beer were still here.
Really? Were they there?
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Brilliant.
Tanya popped one and just started pouring down the sink.
And I found a lot of other bottles of other alcohol too.
Yeah,
So,
we found multiple bottles of alcohol.
anyway, gorgeous view out that window. Absolutely love it in the morning. We didn't do a whole lot. The kitchen just needed to clean up, and we cleaned out those sideboards.
Yeah.
And using those for storage. So
And there's the cooker. Now with us, we have only electric. We don't have gas in our region back home. So we weren't too sure on using the gas. We got the gas. Sylvia got the gas turned on and everything for us. But I really wasn't sure. I knew like the boiler gas things go boom. So Sylvia actually called Tony, who his nickname is Tony from Boston. That's it. The next morning, I was talking to Savannah. She was going to call it the emergency guys for the gas. I said, just wait for it. And Tony showed up, got our boiler going, got our cooker going for us. It was just a couple little glitches. Wouldn't take a dime for it.
Super. And this is a local guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did all the bathroom work and everything you see there right now. So he did all that recently. And even in your video, you noted the balcony needed work. We contracted with him already. He's going to replace the balcony with a new cement balcony. And they said, can we leave some paint? You can do the touch up afterwards. He goes, pick the paint up. I'll paint it for free. So he's doing the outside painting. So we picked up the paint and he's throwing the painting of the front of the house in for free of charge.
And this again has happened to many people. I'm just going to pause this a second, because it's happened to people, and I think it's fantastic that you're finding the tradesmen, and it's great to find somebody local as well. But again, it's the willingness for people to, and I really don't believe they're doing it just so they can make a few euros from you. And I don't know if it's the same with you, but nobody even likes asking for money here. Almost, it's a strange thing.
I think it's pride in the community, and I think it's just the personal connection he feels towards the previous owners.
Yes,
where he's known them for years. His father used to play cards with Adolfo that lives here.
Right.
So we have become a member of that very
part of that
large extended family.
Well, it was Tony who called us the next day and said, you want to go picking olives? Come on, let's go. So we jumped into his 1960s Jeep Wrangler and trottled up the side of the mountain to go raking olives with the pit. We met there was 8 or 9 people there. We had a blast. We had a picnic down in the Grove. It was fantastic. But that was it. Tony goes, want to come pick some olives? Okay.
Yeah.
And that was it. Off we went.
And I think again, there is the story of the house, as you say, and the rest of it. I'm going to put this back on while we're talking. But also, I think it's people just being decent to other human beings. That I think we've lost that a little bit, haven't we? In some countries.
Absolutely. So
that room there, that's downstairs on the video, I'm saving that room because of why when it comes up.
Exactly.
That was a bedroom before. What's the plan that you're going to do there?
Living room.
Yeah, a living room.
That's going to be the living room. The bed and that bed frame are already out. Oh my God.
Anyway, that's a whole other story, getting all the stuff out.
You have pictures of our cantina.
I did. I saw that and thought, yes. Okay. So explain then what's upstairs.
So upstairs, there's a bedroom, and off of the bedroom is what's going to be kind of a little vanity area. And behind that wardrobe, there's a wall, and there's another little bedroom there. But we have plans for that. And it's funny, Dave, in this video, you suggest reorienting the bed against the wall, as you come in the door on the left. Yes. That's exactly what we ended up doing.
Yeah, so I'll show the photograph of that later. Does it work better to go? Okay?
And that, by the way, that wardrobe you can see right there. That wardrobe does not fit down the stairs.
No.
It went off the balcony.
But what I'm really interested in, what I mentioned earlier, is where's the doll?
The doll is in the cantina, and the doll is not coming back.
Yeah. and we found the dolls. We found the spooky doll's sister downstairs in the cantina. Scared the out of me. I turned.
So yeah, the plans with this room eventually are to blow out that back wall, so it's just one large room.
Yeah.
And this area right here will become a vanity area, so we'll put like a piece of wood there and a mirror up.
Okay. So
That
you're gonna
window,
have all of
Dave,
this and the room where I'm pointing there. You're gonna have all of that as just one big room.
One big room.
one big room.
Because that's just a simple dividing wall. It's not stone or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That we're aware of, but yeah.
Excellent.
So,
And then if
so
I
yeah.
remember rightly, there's a little balcony off this. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the balcony that Tony's gonna replace for us before we're back.
Okay. And again, just so everybody knows, we're not talking about Tony the producer. We're talking about
No.
I've just got a glimpse of him on that video then. So this is obviously looking down. Let's get people to the main part that I kept for a while. How did you feel? I mean, obviously you'd seen this video, so you knew what was coming. What are the views like in person?
Breathtaking,
Unbelievable.
just absolutely
Stunning.
indescribable, stunning.
Stunning. There you go.
But they really are, though, aren't they? It is a fantastic, and the price of the property as well was super. I think the whole package to have that view. I think that view and having this terrace that's also covered, you can have it open. I think just that was worth the price that you paid for the property.
Oh, exactly. It's phenomenal.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure when you see the snow, I mean, at the moment the weather is superb, isn't it? As you'll probably agree. But when the snow comes on on those mountains, and then springtime, the views are just going to be even more breathtaking what they are now than what they are now.
Oh,
There's a couple little hints of snow up there now in the highest peaks.
Yes, yeah. Superb. Terry saying, yes, I've been to your house. Congratulations. So
Thank you,
go. So that's given people a bit of a run around the house. Then also when we come back out of the house, let me find that. There's then some cantinas underneath that.
Thank God for the bonus cantina that is not on the video.
I know. I must have. I don't know why I didn't go down there, but obviously there's the boiler.
Which we're told is one of the best around. It's got at least another 15 years on it. So
yep.
Excellent. These guys keep these things going with no problem at all. So what's the plan for these rooms then?
Eventually, this
guest
area
rooms.
will become like kind of a guest quarters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to
So if anybody needs a wardrobe or a TV, give us a call.
So all these wardrobes you're getting rid of. You never know. Somebody may get in touch. Now I remember this part because this is the famous one where I definitely forgot my torch. What's the plan? What are you going to do all down here?
I have no clue. So you're walking by the staircase to the lower cantina right now.
Just to the left is the hidden basement, and the views out of that window, which drove us nuts. That Dave, you drove us nuts with that because we want to see the view from there. You never go up close to it. The videos, the views from there are the same views as up above in the terrace. They're absolutely stunning from there as well. So our plan is to reveal some stone there in the archway, get the brick showing, and probably it'll be another guest room, or maybe look at putting a bathroom in.
Yeah.
You know why? You know why I didn't go? I didn't go to that window. I missed the staircase on the right, but I didn't go onto that particular to that window because I didn't realize until I did the video how much of a drop it is at the back of that house. And once I'd done that and realized, I was extremely nervous doing a lot of the video, and I couldn't bring myself to go to the because it is a fair drop, isn't it, at the back of the house?
Oh, he knows.
That's the fair drop. I did a double ladder up 2 balconies of questionable age and security to get back into the cantina.
You love me.
I love you.
Super. I want to show some of the photographs. For some reason it's disappeared. Let me just see. Let me try and share my screen just so. Here we go. No, we're gonna have to keep talking. I'm gonna find that. I'll find that and bring the photographs back on. Oh no, here we go. Let me get this going. Then we can show people. So you've done, so in terms of the living room and the kitchen, you say you've just tidied it all up and just sort of, and then using it as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took some of the treasures that we found around the house and we put them throughout, just to, you know, paying homage to its heritage. And yeah, just basically cleaned it up and added some stuff like microwaves and, you know,
And filled the cantina.
yeah,
Right.
you know, stuff that we needed to live. The house didn't come, it came with all the furniture, but not with like utensils and, you know, that kind of thing. So that's pretty much all we did upstairs. So
Super.
We're gonna be doing a run to IKEA shortly and doing some ordering for. We've actually had our first Amazon delivery here. It was 3 days earlier than scheduled, so we had our first Amazon, no problems at all.
better Amazon service in little tiny Upper Mountain Pretza than we get in Enfield, Nova Scotia.
It is incredible, isn't it? Because a lot of people again do think that, you know, moving here, where am I going to get a washer? Because I don't know if it's an American thing or what, because the Brits tend not to ask. I don't hear too much from Canadians, but a lot of people seem obsessed with washing machines. Is the washing machine going? Because I don't want to have the stress to have to find one and all the rest of it. You know, again, you can just order things, can't you? You can order whatever you want from Amazon. But it's no different to anywhere else in the world, really, is it?
No.
So it's and again, I think that's the great thing about living in these medieval places. You can feel like you're living back 300 years ago, but life is the same, isn't it? It's just you get blown away with the scenery. I'm just going to show people, obviously the living room. You got the yellow couch was gone. You said. Let's just flick through a few of these pictures. Added a few things into the kitchen. I was saying to Silvana earlier when I was showing her these photographs as well, that I think it's great how you've just come and you've just thought, let's use it, and that's what you've done, is it cleaned it up and got in there, which is fantastic. Let's have a look. You sent me some. So this is the bed. Obviously, you turn the bed round as we were mentioning. Let's get. So is this the famous? So
Okay.
So,
If you look at the bottom, you see the white balcony there, the first door. That's about 8 feet off of the ground. I put the ladder up from the ground,
right.
went up the ladder, climbed onto that balcony, hauled the 10-foot ladder onto that balcony, and then proceeded to climb to the middle balcony. And that is the bonus. That's the bonus cantina that you didn't film. It's
Right.
basically just held closed with rocks. I was able to push the door in, and then that's about a 4-foot balcony fence. Or I had to haul my leg up and over that, and it hurt, but I was able to get in there, up into the upper cantina, get the keys, and get out on street side the other side.
Unbelievable.
So we own from the middle balcony up is basically ours from that street side.
Super. So this is obviously where the views are at the top here.
Yeah.
And then this was the other one that you said that you're gonna do out. So it's but
Yeah.
it's crazy when you look at it from the front and then the way it opens out and then the height and the drop at the back. It's
like a piece of pie.
Yeah. It goes wide as well.
Definitely.
And the bonus basement, there it is, being cleaned out. That's me cleaning it out. I was covered. Tanya wouldn't even let me in the house. I was that dirty. I had a mask on and everything. But the common consensus from the September tour group is man cave, TV.
Definitely. I mean, they're so amazing, these rooms, though, aren't they? You know, who knows what happened in these rooms years ago? But I just think I love to see things like that. I think they're absolutely incredible, and the workmanship that goes into these vaulted ceilings and everything is incredible, absolutely incredible. So it's great that you're going to bring them back to life in some way. This was the picture I was saying that I love this picture. I think it's a great. I could imagine you sort of stepping out or stepping into your house and looking down and the atmosphere. I can feel the atmosphere here. And again, it's difficult trying to explain to people what these places are like and how it makes you feel. But it's what were you actually doing? Were you coming in or going out at this point?
We're just coming home. Actually, we were down to Bar Agara for aperitivos before coming back up. We're just going in for supper.
Yeah, and just
Superb.
stopped and just saw the view down the road. And, you know, when you're walking through these places, you're like, you know what? Somebody could have been walking down the street 500 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And
And
you almost feel it, don't you? You almost feel
you
it.
do. You do. You wonder, you know, who walked through this door, you know, that long ago. So I don't know how old our house is. The walls are really thick. But it's something that's crossed my mind more than once since we've been
Yeah.
here.
No, it's
Oh, I
incredible.
gotta
And again, sometimes I get a little bit frustrated when people talk about these towns. They sort of, I know it's people that have no idea what they're talking about half the time, and they just write things on YouTube. But you think when people sometimes say to me, you know, you're just going over the top because you want to make a sale. I hate things like that. First of all, obviously I want to make a sale because we make a living out of it. Of course we do. But the passion for these places, and I'm just so glad when people come on and have the same passion, because until you've experienced it, I don't think anybody can really understand it. Sabine's just said, Tony, can you just put that? I don't know if Sabine was on your tour. I think she may have been. Been to your house, know your faces now. Coming for the Louvain Festa in Prince.
So on Friday is Halloween. So I think that might be what that might be what Sabine is referring to. There's a festival celebrating food and wine from the Abruzzo region and from Italy, and the food displays are all down our street.
That street you're looking at right there, that's all the food displays.
Superb.
4 major restaurants. Oh, hi, Kathy. How you doing? Nice to see you. There we go. Kathy Filbert down in Popoli. We've connected on Instagram. How you doing? Just saying hello to her. But the town is going to be filled Friday night for a Halloween party. And just small world things. One of the girls who's a judge, she's the goddaughter of a friend I went to high school with. Her family's originally from Prado Plano. Maria connected me with Mary, and she's going to be coming over early for drinks with us so we can meet. But she's originally from the Halifax area, moved back years ago, and I went to high school with her godmother.
Really incredible. And that festa, because I remember last year Domenico sent me a few photographs of that, and it looks fantastic. It's usually all done down in the piazza. I don't know if they're going to do that this year because of all the work that's happening, or if it's spread around the town.
That might be why it's spread out a little bit. I don't know, but they started cleaning up the you know, some of the dead leaves and stuff today. So preparation has started.
Yeah. So just I did see Sabine. I did see somebody else write that. Can you just put that up again, Tony, just to let you know what Louvain means, because it's actually dialect. It's nothing to do to Halloween. Halloween here is a different thing. Halloween, obviously, they do celebrate Halloween now here, but it's a fairly new thing. When I first came, I think when we first moved here, Halloween had just started. They knew about it. And we went to a Halloween party where me and Silvana got dressed up, and we were the only ones dressed up. I got a white face and blood, and people just looked at us as if to say, "What you doing?" We were like, "This is a Halloween party. This is what you do." But this weekend is an important weekend because it's All Saints and All Souls Day. So you will find the graveyards will be full with people going to visit sort of deceased relatives and the rest of it. So it's done slightly different here, but they are getting the Louvain, just to let you know, Sabine, because I've seen that you're chatting on the group about that, is dialect. When somebody says Lou is a dialect way of saying sort of, if you say il vino is the good way of saying it, but Louvain is Lou is like a dialect way of saying the almost. So that's why it's called that. So all the locals will say Lou. That's just a word that they use. So that's what that means. It's got nothing to do with Halloween. It's just a dialect way of saying it. But yeah, take some photographs on Friday. It should be great. You'll probably find Domenico will probably be there as well. Let's have a look at a few more photographs. Again, this is from the view from your terrace. This crane obviously is not part of the usual backdrop.
No.
But just below there, the terrace at the bottom, that also belongs to a couple. Have you met them yet? That's
Linda and Mike from Dubai. We missed them by a week.
Ah, okay, yeah, because that's their terrace. So you should be able to send beers and wine down there. You should have some sort of zip line. You should be able to set up.
Oh, yeah, set up like a phone
Yeah.
line.
Tandy can go up to Presidium, buy the bottle and zip it over to her.
But there's quite a few. There's Catherine as well. That's there. That's from Canada. Have you been in touch with?
They just arrived this evening. We met her daughter and her boyfriend or her partner the other day. And Catherine and George just arrived. I actually had met them. I went down to the bar just to grab a pop, and they were down there. And within 10 minutes, I was meeting. Oh, you're the new Canadians. Yeah, everybody's looking for you.
Great. They're a great couple as well. So I'm glad you met them. And I we'll be getting this forum done as quick. It's supposed to be for the 1st of November, but I'm having a few problems. I just need some technical advice from somebody. But once I get the forum up and running, everybody will be able to keep in touch then, which will be fantastic. Let's just show another couple of pictures, or is that the end of the? That looks like the last one. So yeah, excellent. So what are your feelings now? What's the future? How does the future look? What's the plans?
The future is coming here maybe once or twice a year for the next couple of years. And once I retire from work, then probably spend 8 months of the year here, 4 months back in Nova Scotia, because we have children there. And
are your kids looking forward to coming over? What do they think?
They're excited for us, which is really nice. I think one of the reasons that they're excited is because they'll just be taking over our house.
Yeah, my son's going to be taking over the house. In fact, as we're getting packed to come here last week, he was measuring the door, and I said, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm replacing the door when I do the locks. So you aren't getting back in."
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Hello, Maria. Hello, Maria Danino. How you doing, Marina? Maria, we're going to see her on Friday night.
Excellent. It's great that that you got to know so many people in such a short amount of time. In fact, you put that in the message as well, didn't you? You've said hello and met more people now than you've done in. I can't remember exactly what you wrote, but the locals and the expat. And the great thing is, not everybody wants to be always with expats, but I find the expats, foreign people, including myself and everybody else, that buy here in Italy and buy in Abruzzo, have a different type of mentality to expats in. I'm not going to mention which country I'm thinking about, but I'm sure a lot of Brits will know which one I'm thinking about. And I think it makes a nice family, doesn't it? You know, and the fact that everybody wants to integrate with Italians as well, and so we should.
That's the big one. Everybody, we're not coming here looking for North America to follow us. That's not what we came here for. We came here to find a new way of living.
Yes. Yeah. And do you think you're gonna get that? So it's gonna be. Are you planning on moving in there, or do you think you'll always keep this as a place where you're going to spend a lot of time, but then keep going back as well?
Eventually, this will be basically home for the vast majority of the year, and we'll go home to visit, as opposed to the other way around.
Superb.
Yeah.
What can I say? It's been fun. I suppose I should really bring Tony on as well, shouldn't I? Just so we can finish the evening off, you know, in style. Let's bring him on because he's feeling lonely.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, Tony rocks. There we go. There's the Tony.
I've got to say, Troy, that the thing that made me laugh is Tony said when you came, you sneaked up behind him and gave him a slap on his back to say hello. He said that you nearly winded him for about 3 days, I think, after you were obviously excited to see him.
I'll come down and take you out for a drink, Tony.
Will do. Hey, I like those sort of invitations.
The problem is, Troy, you'll never get rid of him. That's the problem. Tony, you've had your 1 minute. Okay.
Thank you.
See you later.
See you later, alligators.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm so happy that you love the house. Obviously, that's the main thing, especially not seeing it until now. You both look really relaxed and really happy, which is superb. What else can I say? Thanks for giving up time to sharing your experiences on here as well. And how long are you going to be here for?
We're here until we're going to hit it back on the 13th. On the November 11th is a special day for me. It's Remembrance Day.
Of course.
And I'm going over and I have my medals with me and I'm headed over to Ortona.
Oh, you're going to Ortona, yeah?
I'm
Yeah.
going to the Canadian Cemetery in Ortona for Remembrance Day.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And usually
Yeah.
there's quite a few Brits that go down a little bit further south to the
Yeah.
British Commonwealth ones.
Yeah.
And I'm sure lots of people would like to say thank you for your service as well for what
Thank
you've done. Sure lots of people will be thinking the same. So fantastic, guys. Thank you so much. All jokes
Thank
aside, we
you.
have a laugh. We had a laugh on the tour with you guys. We have a laugh on here, and yeah, no, you're fantastic. I'm just really happy for you both, genuinely are, and just enjoy your time here. That's the main
Well,
thing.
thank you for everything that you and Silvana and
Sylvia.
Domenico and Sylvia have
And the
done.
whole team is done.
This is effortless for buyers, absolutely effortless. And it means a lot to have the peace of mind knowing that what we're doing with places like this house, that we're well looked after.
Yeah.
During the process and after. So you guys have also stepped up once we got here, and just the few little hiccups that we've had. Excellent service and excellent experience with a home in Italy.
Really appreciate that. Really do. Excellent. Thank you so much, guys. We'll catch up again, I'm sure, no doubt. And just enjoy the rest of your time. Send us some photographs on Friday. I'll put them on the live stream next week so everybody can see what the festa's like. Okay.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, this comes to an abrupt end because when it actually says kick them off on my screen, and that's
I know. It's you saw that button. It's like, get out of here.
so it's not meant nastily, but as soon as I press the button, you will disappear. But thank you so much, and no doubt we'll be in touch really soon.
All right.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Fantastic. What a great couple. Absolutely thrilled for them. Thrilled. David, we waved at the tour bus when we went through Vittorito. We were at the bank. David, we've got to meet you at some point while you're here. Not sure how long you're going to be here, but we would love. It's brilliant. This trip, actually, strangely enough, I got to meet for the first time a number of people because we had problems with the bus. We didn't have any properties for sale in Vittorito, so we just drove through. And we had problems with the bus in Raiano and Prezza, and people just came who had not met. They'd obviously seen the buses in the middle, and it was great to meet people that, for us, when we do remote sales, even the people everything's remote for us. We never get to meet anybody. We just see a bunch of keys. We have WhatsApp. Sometimes we have conversations. Sometimes it's just done all on WhatsApp. And it's really nice when people come out and see people. So it would be great to see you as well, David. And then Troy and Tanya, when we saw them in Prezza, it was absolutely fantastic, and it's great that everybody is enjoying their life. It's a win-win for everybody, and yeah, it makes us really happy when people, you can tell that people have changed their lives or changing their lives or have got something new in their lives that means so much. And everything that Troy and Tanya told you tonight about the locals and things like that, that is the best thing about being here. It really is. It's a really special place, and you cannot get it across to people enough how that will change your life more than anything else, where people are thinking, I've got to be close to this, I've got to have a couple of bars, I've got to have a couple of restaurants, got to have this, got to have that. All of that soon disappears when you're here, and it's only when you're here that you'll realize that. Okay, thank you so much once again for joining us on these sessions. We'll see you again next week. Hopefully we'll catch up with Pacentro Pete, see what he's up to, and we'll have probably a session on another Maya Brutes or something like that. We'll see if we can get a few guests on, and that's it. Have a fantastic week, whatever you're doing, and we'll see you again at the same time next Wednesday.